Alright, we are live, and well, let's just say that I have received advice to use more than one brick type at once, which is completely accurate and fair, but it kind of breaks the consistency of the structure, so I'm not quite sure what I'm doing yet, but for now we're rolling with it, because this looks so nice together. So yeah, we are back working on this structure again. Do I even have... I might have to get rid of this. Hold up. Huh. Hopefully not. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I will have to get rid of this. It is in the way. Alright. Uh, 5, 5, 5. Wait, I think I'm doing something wrong now. I need to measure this differently. 4. Wait, no. No, it's 5. It's 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I get it. Nice, that should be symmetrical. That seems correct, yeah. Okay. Like that, and then you go back to your regular thing till there. Now, I'm still undecided on whether I'm going to do diorite and granite in the same room, whether I'm even going to replace all the stone in the structure with like andesite and use all 3 or something. I'm not sure yet, but this room is coming along quite nicely. And I think we're live. I should probably check that though. Yes, we are live. Okay, I'm not insane. Well, too insane, I should say. Yeah, so that goes down the line like so. Yeah, under this, no, it's just, okay, it's just regular stone underneath. Good to know. Good to know. And what goes in the... Oh no, that's one further in, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right, that makes sense. And then stairs along the sides like so. And then granite bricks along here. Now, the textures for these bricks look different because, for the sake of I work with Frozen Block, and one of our texture artists then ended up making these for Trailier Tales, which is what this structure's part of, hopefully. Hopefully. So yeah, I'm going with the official textures for that. I still prefer the old diorite one, so... I mean, these look sick, like if you place them together for like a checkerboard. But they don't really work as chiseled diorite in my opinion. Anyway, I'm thinking about... Look, it'd be really cool if we had like checkerboard variants of all of them though. You can't persuade me that wouldn't look cool as a separate block. Well, I might PR it and just see if it gets accepted when I get the time. I mean, this structure is now my primary focus, with legacies 1.4.7 and 1.4.8 now being released. I will do like another small update in a couple weeks, but at this point that's mostly on just polish and improvements, not like major updates. And then this I think is looking pretty cool. I wonder if I should replace this with like a path along to this. Actually, hold up. That probably... I mean, it looks kind of odd, so maybe I can find a better way to do this. So, I don't dislike that. Oh, thank you for the follow, Tunnel Team. That reads like a very sketchy message. This bit, maybe just so that it's less intrusive we do that. And I'll leave it at that for now. Yeah, this works, and then... Do I have a path going through there or not? I'm still not sure about that one. Now the other thing I need to do... yeah, what do I do if the variant of the structure picks granite? Do I swap it with andesite, I guess? So then the odds are uneven. It's like really difficult to work out how this works in the grand structure. Also, this just upsets me. also not entirely sold on flowers yet, but it does look good. Just don't know if it'll take away from the whole ruined structure feel. So I could randomly replace this with like coarse dirt or something to, I guess, show the moss not being very lively. But no, it does look good, so I do want to keep it. That is pathing. Yeah, this is looking sick, honestly. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this is meant to work. I mean, if I change the dimensions so it's like properly... That just looks oversized. No, it needs to be the 2. It's just, how do I make it like look good visually? Huh. Oh wait, actually hold up. Solution, potentially. Oh, that is literally probably the solution. Just make that whole bit diorite. I mean, I can roll with that for now. Might look a bit too thick compared to that, but honestly it looks fine. Yeah, I think that looks fine. And then, obviously, this way would be diorite floored. So I do have an option to not have this room be completely determined by which variant of the structure it is. I have the option. Or I have the option to make this stone and then just go with the one type as per usual. Which means that if you got an andesite variant, it would look like this. And if you got a diorite variant, it'd look something more like that, I assume. That wouldn't look terrible, actually. I'm actually tempted to go that. Sure, the diorite with it looks awesome with that granite, but we'll see. We'll see what I end up going with. Maybe I do need to make this structure slightly more brick colourful. I mean, yeah, I could do it that way. But then I need to like incorporate both into the whole structure, which would be a bit challenging considering it's all designed specifically to only have one, which I can actually show the rest of the structure to show why that's a problem. But I mean, it would be a good way to give it a polishing pass, I suppose. Also, I could probably throw in some diorite on. Oh yeah, imagine like granite floors, diorite walls across the whole thing. That could actually look really nice. Let's see what that looks like. And it's all a fill command, so it's not that hard to do. It's only hard to do once you've made the structure. Oh yeah, that would look sick if this was all granite. Maybe I make like it completely randomized. Because I wanted the accents to be randomized, and I still want accents in a base type. But I suppose I could randomize the base type too. Issue is, so how do I correlate that to the mob spawners then? And I also don't want it to always be diorite accents. So it gets challenging on how you do that, like in terms of structure mechanics. outside of just visual purposes, because visually it's very easy to do. Now let's get back to this, shall we? Yeah, this is going well, I think. I'm happy to say this is going well, this room, finally. It's going to take a while to do, especially as I'm doing this all manually, but I think it's going to turn out really nicely. But right now I just have to finish the paths, but thanks to Zen, he finally gave me a good path design idea. So that's awesome. Probably like put building in the stream title or something. Well, I put structure depth, like surely that's self-explanatory. Oh, actually probably isn't. Completely. Can't believe I've completely done the structure except one room that isn't even relevant to the structure as a whole. And that one room is going to be my downfall. Yeah, so, I mean, I could have the... Okay, so we've got 4 types. So let's say for the stone, we have granite and stone as the base. And then for the non-base, you have andesite. I mean, then you get an issue where you have andesite with... Like, this would just look bad, I think. If you have andesite on stone, it's just kind of weird. I really do not want that to be possible, if I'm being honest. Which technically the current structure design does make that possible, ironically. Like, it just doesn't feel good. I'd be happy if granite was there. Like, imagine granite bricks, they'd look good along there. If the... Yeah, see, they look awesome. Huh. But I don't think andesite would look terrible as a full structure stone type. Diorite probably wouldn't look good on a full structure scale. It wouldn't look terrible though, it just fits better as an accent. Huh. I mean, I could make it so diorite is always the accent and then it's everything else that's swapped between stone. Wait, do I even... So andesite, let's circling back to andesite. If all this was andesite, would it look okay? If it was just pretending it's all andesite. I think it would probably look pretty weird, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it would. It would look really weird. Also, I'd have to implement that into Bedrock. Or, I mean, I don't have to. I can just make stone the only Bedrock variant. Because you can't really do proper stairs and whatnot in Bedrock yet. Yeah. This cannot be a structure. This would just look atrocious. Like, simple as that, it would look atrocious. There's really nothing else I can say other than... Maybe not completely, it would look odd. It'd be fine as a highlight though, actually, provided it's not with stone. Because with stone they just look too similar. But now this is completely disregarding gameplay where it actually does make sense. And focusing solely on visuals. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad having it mixed with stone. It wouldn't be the best looking. But you know, I've seen worse. Even, yeah, it's not that bad. There's a nice chiseled block too. Yeah, so I think that would be the way to go. You have granite and stone randomizes the stone types, and then diorite and andesite as the accent. Which obviously means rather than this being like all this would be... Yeah, I mean that could work. Gives you a 50% chance of it. I don't know. I'm just torn. I mean technically I could also just make it like every combination under the sun, but then I need some sort of way to correlate it with the mob spawners. That's a bit... It has to make a difference to what's in the mob spawners. That is very important to me, because I love that idea. I'm just excited that I get to make a vanilla style structure project. I mean... Let's be real, this would not be in a vanilla update because they've already done the trial chambers. I don't think Mojang would do another like big underground dungeon structure anytime soon because they just did the trial chambers. Honestly, this sort of reminds me a little bit of the concept art for the trial chambers, if I'm being honest. Like some of the older ones they shared, where it was like still using stone bricks and carpets and stuff, I think. And then there was a bit of redstone involved, maybe? I don't remember. Okay, so I've done that. Now I need to do it along the... Oh yeah, another idea was sign carpet. Oh, I already have it there. Okay, well... So, oh, that's great. The idea is like you have this all be sign carpet, right? At least for the majority of it. Which does look really cool visually, don't get me wrong. But one of the complaints was there were too many colors. But like, come on, you can't tell me this doesn't look good. Carpet doesn't have a sound? Oh. But, I mean, this does keep in vibe with the structure if you stay without it. The only thing in this room design that doesn't really fit the vibe is the two different stone types at once. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with that, but we'll work it out. Okay, we now need to mirror this to the other side. I mean, technically I could make this a structure now that I think about it and just do it that way. And I'll do that for the pillars at least, but I think I might just do the path manually. But yeah, I'm absolutely going to do that for the pillars. Also, I'm not sure how it's meant to work on this side if there are pillars in the middle of the hall. And they'd be so close together too. I mean, it's going to look sick. I'm just happy this room is finally making progress. I can, once I can see it going somewhere, and I think I'll be able to just keep building it without stopping to think about it. The issue is more core structure ideas that this room puts into question. I'm very tempted to go with the idea of, so maybe we could have 3 combinations. It's the messaging of what mob spawners you get becomes so much less clear if you do all that. Why? Anyway. So we go along here. This will probably be like the last stream for a week. And last like update to any of my projects. Just cause, well, school is always fun. Yeah, how do I handle this? Like, I've got to at least acknowledge that this is there. Even if it's like by doing that, I suppose. That doesn't look right. I could just have it straight up be ignored, but that's gonna look weird too. Really, at this point, everything's gonna look weird that I do here. I'm not quite sure how to fix it. I mean, I could actually put the effort in to make a proper doorway. Or I could just not have this be a bigger starlight path. Just have it finished there. Look, I really want the different variants, that's the thing. Like, imagine the floor, all this being andesite instead. The issue just becomes along the middle where it's all the same. Or maybe I give like each one a room where they always get some use. But then there's only like 2 main starting rooms. Ain't no way there's gonna be 3. Really, there wasn't even. It doesn't even need to be this. This room doesn't need to exist. This whole room that's been delaying the mod doesn't even need to exist. It's irrelevant. Oh my god. Looks okay, color. Right, we've done that. Oh, I need to do along here. Okay. But I need to work this bit out. Alright. This block, like, it's such a nice looking block, but it's just not relevant. It's not chiseled diorite, and you can't persuade me it is. Why can't I just make a checkered block variant? I will literally do the other textures myself if I have to. I take ages with textures. Yeah, hold up. This is a design I've used elsewhere. I think. Hopefully. I mean, I've seen worse. Not that that's saying much good. Actually, I like this. This looks decent. Yeah, I'm happy with that for now. It's not perfect, but it's something that can exist while I continue working on this. I wonder, like, it would only take a few people to make the actual Trail Chambers rooms once the structure's designed, but damn, it must have taken them a long time to get it right. Taking me forever. The issue with me is I don't just think about looks, I think about actual gameplay design. And that's where it gets difficult to get both done. Also, these flower beds are a pain. They may not look like it, but they are a pain. But you know what, let's do the pillars first. Let's just get that out of the way. Well, I'll probably have to color swap the pillars at some point. I mean, if I changed it, you know, let's just do a hypothetical. Oh, and I forgot the bit here. So this is unfinished. So this is a good test bed anyway. Let's pretend that we only had one stone type, as all the other rooms in the structure. Let's just pretend that for a moment. I mean, obviously that looks garbage. Well, it doesn't look terrible. It just looks like too much. No, but then you have this down the middle. Instead, honestly, doesn't look that bad. Looks a little boring, but you could maybe spice it up with like carpet? Question mark? I mean, probably doesn't work looking at it. Yeah, that probably would not work. But it looks pretty cool. But even without it, it does not look bad. If you color swap... So at that point, I'll build the whole thing with andesite. And then... Well, the only thing is you have to remember, if I switch this to be the one color system, which means you could still get the cool looking andesite shit if you got the right variant, I would have to like just invert this, but that would not take long to do. So yeah, this doesn't look bad. In fact, it looks more like the rest of the structure. And if you get the right lighting, get like the cracked and mossy bricks in, it actually makes such a massive difference. It would look 10 times better and keep the sort of ruined vibe. Whereas this, I mean, it doesn't have the ruined vibe, but it does look sick. I don't know, I'll think about it. For now, I'll just keep building because the color swap's not hard to do later. Also, Fantasia stream next week. If you don't know what that is, it's a really cool, free, going to be open source indie game project. 2D voxel based. You know, I won't go into it too much because I'll be streaming it, so I'd rather just explain it by showing it. But yeah, it's sick. And I will be streaming that streaming the latest dev version next week, hopefully. If not next week, it'll be the week after. Or I think the update, the next dev build will be ready next week. That's what I hear at least. Oh wait, hold up. Big brain idea. So random, but I care about it. Also, would I want to multicolor the other room? And this room is really bland. In fact, I might even steal the floor design for this room from the other one. Fuck yeah, that would make it look so much better. But maybe I do andesite rather than granite on the floor so that both get usage. But then I need a room where diorite gets usage, and I'm not sure what room that would be. Like a room where diorite always gets some base level of usage. I mean, immediately I'm drawn to this room, but there wouldn't really be room for it. I suppose that's the challenge of using more than one stone type, because then all of a sudden all your ideas fall apart. We'll work it out though. Have I done this? I've done that. I've done that. Right, yeah, I'm onto pillars. Okay, so I need a structure block. Oh wait, I need to just hold up. You know what? Slash give a structure block. That is one way to do it quite easily. And then pillar. And then up here, pillar, corner, I'm fairly sure that, yeah, it's not hollow, it's just the rendering looked odd. Okay. So now we've saved it. Now actually all we need to do, so we've saved it, we turn it into a load. We can actually completely break this now because that's no longer important. I'm still not sure what I do about the edge bit, but we'll get to there. We will... Oh, pillar. Zero. 1, 5, -5, -4, 1. Okay, we've got it to be identical to the last one. Yeah, perfect. So now we quite simply just do this, load, and do that all along, and just see how it ends up looking everywhere. If it looks terrible, then I get really sad because I didn't save the other thing. And even if I did, it would still be a pain to fix. Yay. So exciting. I mean, actually, I'm not opposed to it. God, Aria Math is the best song ever. Okay, and now we do it on this side. It might be slightly more awkward to position correctly though. You know, I might just reorient it. Hold up, can I just rotate it? No, that doesn't do what I thought it would. Okay. So we make -4, 4. No, we make -4, 1. We make 1, -1. No, we make it 0. Bam! Rotated. Oh. Actually, we might make that 4. Oh, actually, we might make it -4. Alright, there we go. Took a moment. Also, this is probably going to be the height of the room. If the room's any taller, I'll be very upset because it's going to be a pain to change. But, I mean, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if the room ends up being taller just to match the scale of it. So, we'll see. Yeah, we will absolutely see for sure. Yep, it is all correct distances. Perfect. No, I want this command block. There we go. That's not a command block. What am I on? This went from a literal floor, working on floor design, to a complete room redesign real quick. But I'm happy for it, because it's gonna look pretty awesome. Yeah. Honestly, this being swapped with granite, with the granite ones, would work. Yeah, I will make 3 variants, each one, but yeah, okay. I'll keep the structure as is. But then for this room, it will use 2 different ones, and which ones it uses will be dictated by the variant of the structure. Which would mean diorite is the most common one, unless oh no, I'd want to replace it, so then... So I guess if you pull andesite, sorry, granite, then... This all just becomes... The granite becomes stone if you pull granite. I guess. Which technically gives a slight negative bias. Wait, does it? Hold up. So you have granite in this and its own. You have diorite. So this is the diorite. Oh, so actually it gives a buff to granite technically. Because it's useful. Although if you do it, no, that's not necessarily the case, because this is diorite's one. In granite's one, you then use... In andesite's one... I don't know anymore. Fuck. I mean, andesite on stone, like next to stone, would look very mid, as we saw before. Like, just imagine replacing that, like, all of... Like, it would look passable. Wouldn't look too bad. But it would just look better if it wasn't, you know? Which is why I think... This room should always have diorite outlines, and then the bit in the middle is decided by your color. And if you get diorite as your color, then you get stone with it, maybe. Well, that does give a big bias to diorite, but that's not like the end of the world. I need to use the 2 color types of this room. Or maybe I just choose 3 different combos. That gives us a total of 6. Because 3 by 2 is 6. So it is possible to make it even. So you've got... Hold up, let's get a notepad. Granite plus diorite. And then... andesite plus diorite. So we've got the 2 diorites done. Which means we have granite plus andesite. Oh wait, hold up, that works. Now I just need to work out what they correlate to. Well, actually, I need a... So, diorite plus andesite's the correct way to do it, and... Okay, hold up, this actually works. Diorite plus granite. And then that's considered andesites. This is considered granites, which means this one has to be considered diorites. As mid as it may look. Although I can actually swap these around if I want. What's considered what? Okay, so that does work fully evenly. We can have 2 in a room. In fact, we could technically do 2 in a structure with that model. Oh, I swear. If I have to go back to every room to add... I might actually do it, honestly. Because this is actually beginning to sound really cool. Also, just to clarify, to make sure it wouldn't look terrible. No, that would look nice. And then andesite's version of the structure would be... What would it be considered? Yeah, sorry, yeah, which one is considered andesite? I would have thought I'd consider that granite, honestly. I probably should, yeah, so... Granite. Diorite. Andesite. Okay, we've worked it out now. I mean, technically, you'd want to make andesite the main color in that version of the structure to be completely unbiased, but you cannot persuade me that this wouldn't look bad if the main one was like that. Would just look off, surely. I mean, it's not unbearable or anything, it just doesn't really make that much sense. But then again, the rest of the structure would have that if I don't redo it, so I might need to word it the other way around. Or have each variant of the structure use 2 colors. Either or works, really. I forget that that bit's technically not part of the structure. Alright, I need to do this here too, don't I? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm actually liking this use 2 different ones together idea. You can still consider them I can still keep my original ideology, which is massively important. Although, yeah, I'd be fine with andesite having its own one, because that would genuinely look cool, even if the bricks look a bit odd. Like, yeah, seeing this would genuinely look cool. You know what? I genuinely think that's my solution. I think it is, which is wild. So I might actually rephrase it to andesite plus diorite. You don't get too many combinations, you get more block variety. Yeah, this is all sounding awesome. Anyway, time to continue the flower beds along. Right, you know what, let's do like one block at a time for the flower beds. And then here's not even going to get them. I mean, I could... In fact, I might just go with smaller ones for now. I feel like just doing nothing there would look empty for too long. Right, we're actually getting somewhere. And you know what, we'll do a separate round for closing the trapdoors, because why not? This is actually going to be a pain. But it shouldn't take too long at least. So I think I'm considering this the diorite version of the structure, even though there's a shit ton of granite. Well, this means I might not do it everywhere in the structure, but I will incorporate 2 types of bricks across the structure. Also shows them off more. Uses a bit less stone. Lets me improve some of the rooms that I didn't love, because they weren't all perfect and amazing. Unlike some of the combat rooms I was really happy with. In fact, I'll even give one of the combat rooms an update, because I didn't like the look of one of them very much. I'm gonna be honest though, this almost feels like the andesite version of the structure, but that's just because it's the library room. Where the secondary block will get a little bit more of a highlight than everywhere else. Yeah, I've almost done the painful task of spamming trapdoors. And now I get the painful task of closing said trapdoors. So honestly, it's probably not going to be as bad. It's almost satisfying to do. Minus the fact that it just skips over them a lot of the time. There's like the one room with actual greenery in it. Then we want a bunch of dead bushes. And then a bunch of alliums, leaving a tiny bit of room for poppies at the end. I'll have like maybe 3 poppies in the whole place. Finally, the poppy. Don't want them to be like in this. They feel like they're in the same spot every time. I'm actually going to move this around. It'll feel better like that. Yeah, I think that's already improved. fact, I could even make this polished and... Hold up, let's see if this looks any better, otherwise I'll switch it back. Because I'm very happy to do that. But it would be potentially cool to do. Oops. That was absolutely intentional. I actually do really like that. But I think I'm going to leave it stone. Looks cool, but I'm just going to leave it stone. Then I need to work out... I mean, this room's actually coming along really well. And I've now got ways to like polish up the rest of the structure. Just to improve the quality slightly. Even though I'm happy with most of the... Oh, oopsie. Solution. There we go, that's much nicer. I'm still gonna try to get the textures of these replaced. But other than that, this is looking really good. I don't know what to do here unless I want to do more pillars, but that would just look excessive at that point, surely. It already looks way too colourful now with all the pillars. Surely, like, if I could do it there, but if I do it there, it's absolutely going to be too many pillars, right? But I need some sort of way to make the end of this look alright. And I could just keep the existing design, but I have a feeling that that's not going to look completely right. Yeah, it just doesn't work. I'm gonna send a nice little... I still don't know what to do about the spider mob, because I don't think I can do silverfishes in this structure. I mean, this room is actually I don't think it needs as much work as I originally thought. It just needs something along that bit to fix it. Maybe pillars, but I think the pillars are getting excessive already. Wait, what sort of pillars did I go for this room? I did 4, right? Oh, only 2? I think I'm going to switch this to 4 pillars too. I'm absolutely going to do that. Maybe not the same pillar, but definitely pillars. It's like almost the end city of the overworld. Damn, this is looking like... Imagine not even knowing this room exists, and you just walk through a hallway and come in and see this. Obviously it'd be much darker and more ruined, but this feels grand. This, I think, is going to live up to the name Great Library. Alright. And then this is the level I was thinking of having the second floor on. And I'm honestly thinking the pillars need to go higher. Not much higher, but just like a little. Like 4 blocks. And it could be just me, but I feel like another 4 blocks would be perfect. Anyway, I now need to work out what the second level looks like. And also where in this room I'm putting chests. Also, do I want ladders or stairs? I think ladders are the easy way to do it, but stairs could be like the cool way to do it. Also, I really need to put custom stairs in this. Really need to. Cast also, you know, let's just... I mean, I could increase the amount of pillars, but then it just looks less like a big library hall. You know what? Let's look at Roman architecture. Because that's exactly how you make Minecraft structures. Which probably is. Roman architecture. Just images. Alright, do they... Oh, they actually... Hold up. Can I get a top-down view? Surely one of these is a top-down. Can I not get a top-down view? I mean, they have a lot of the pillars in the temples. I mean, maybe it could work with more pillars, but it could also look terrible with more pillars. But without more pillars, I don't have it. Well, actually, hold up. Let's just start small. So yeah, what do I do about this then? This is all very problematic. I don't know what to do about this bit anymore. I mean, I could just, you know, I'll leave it for now and we'll come back to it. It's not urgent. Yeah, I really need the stairs of this in... Wait, has that Bedrock library been updated? There was a really nice one. I'll credit it if I find it on stream, but I might end up just looking for it later. Block. Plates. Oh, here we go. Kyoga is how I'm going to try to pronounce it. Let us go to the GitHub link real quick. after an infinite scroll. Alright, visit site. Let's see. Do they have stairs? Do they have fully functional stairs yet? Templates. One. They have slabs? Okay, okay. You know, readme. Let's go into the readme. Oh, no, that's not helpful. We have trapdoors. Don't need those. We have slabs, fully functional, only with experimental, but still. So we can get slabs if we want. No stairs in this repository. What, do we have stairs in this one? I care about stairs. Okay, no stairs. We can get Okay, no stairs in Bedrock. That is unfortunate. And also unsurprising. Unfortunately. Alright, seriously though, this is looking wild. I need to get a roof on this structure soon. Let's just... Yeah, I think it'd be weird. Like, pretend you're at this height. And then you're just... Nah, this all needs to be 4 blocks higher. You can't persuade me otherwise. So I'm going to grab that. 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 In fact, I'm even going to sort it. Like that. And then we are going to... Hey, you can't do too tall, can you? Hopefully not. But it needs to look tall from this level. Like it... I don't want to completely ruin the scale, you know? This is going to be annoying to do though, now that I've already done it. I really should have worked out the height beforehand. And technically I could just repaste it over where everything was before. Which is actually probably going to be the quickest way to do it. I like the height in terms of the rest of it. I really actually do like the height. That I feel like might be just slightly too much. What if I go for 2 blocks? Let's just try that. Maybe 2 blocks will make the difference. Which means we break 3 and replace 1 because I can't have a simple pillar. Honestly, I think this might be the one. It's just high enough without completely ruining the look I already had. Yeah, and this... I mean, I could also move this lower, realistically. This is probably slightly too high. Like, maybe I move it 1 lower. This is kind of perfect now, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, honestly. It's gonna be a... I might just structure block it. Why not? You can't persuade me not to at this point. I think it'll be miles easier. Like, all I have to do is to tell it to go 2 blocks higher. And we are good. See? Nice. Simple, straightforward. This is actually what you want. It's just a nice, simple way to make it all 2 blocks higher. Because who needs world edit? Realistically, probably me. But we don't have it. and I also don't know how to use it. And, you know, it'd be really funny if I made a structure based on, like, the style of this room in Fantasia. And honestly, it would look sick if we have the block palettes. Like, not the whole structure, but just, like, this room. Like, a structure based on this one room, I think would be awesome. But this room isn't, like, super vanilla-y. Doesn't really fit vanilla Minecraft, this room. I'm gonna be honest, like, this is a bit much. But it's meant to be, like, really rare. It's not meant to be considered, like, part of the main structure or anything. And there we are! Whole thing's 2 blocks higher, and this is 1 block lower. And I'm beginning to think I should have just left it at the previous height. But I didn't. Anyway. We're here. We need to work out how the second floor's working. I mean, I don't even have, like, cobwebs and stuff in the first floor, but let's worry about the second floor. Because that's absolutely the solution to our problems. And realistically... Oh, I got pinged. Oh. Right. Anything else I need to remember? Oh my god, Discord pings. God, this almost does feel like something that'd be in Fantasia. Oh, the textures just look too pretty. Oh my god. Alright, I need to stop flying around and actually build. We've got... And you know what? I think it's time for a good old slash clear. Just my inventory is always dying. Do I do I mean, I could do... Look, it probably needs to be at least... Hold on, let's just make a nice even 4x4 area. I think 3 realistically is what I would want. And then obviously I want, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 blocks up. I'm probably going to go with ladders for now, but it could look cooler to do stairs like in the Great Hall. You have stairs going up in the walls. We definitely have the room for it, that's for sure. And then you come up. And I don't know, I just think that would look... I could even meet the 2 in the middle if you get it positioned right. Yeah, staircase would be very cool. It's not hard to change this after though, because it's just a simple ladder. So let's just start with the basic ass ladder and get our paths done on the 2nd level. Although I actually did originally want to have like a 2nd level with actual bookshelves and whatnot on it. So I might still be going for that. I'm not sure though. We'll just start with this and go from there. And that should be all I need to get going. I mean, I still have to do the walls at some point. Also, the slab placing looks so cursed. I mean, this is Bedrock edition, but still, it looks cursed even for Bedrock edition. And every now and then it just fails at placing it logically, and it somehow ends up down there. That is so weird. Anyway. It's the life of using slabs. I could put the bookshelves in the walls actually. Oh wow, this feels clean. And I'm doing 3 wide simply because there does need to be some sort of fence around it. But I might change it, I'm not sure. Yes, also you've got the usual slab not worky. A classic. Actually, let's compare this to the balcony so it's in a similar... Yeah, so we do have a proper... I'm almost tempted to make this bit like the full block lower though. Yeah, have it be like that. I don't know. Let's just go with... Start with some fences and go from there. See how it looks proportionally. Fence. And yes, oak is... This is seriously a an oversized knockoff of the Stronghold Library, but whatever. That was kind of the point of this really rare room. Having it go around the whole place, I'm not sure about that, to be honest. It just feels off. I'm not against having a second level, I'm just against how it's looking. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it. This is looking ordinary. You know, I know the height and crap of the walls. I might just put the walls in now. And then edit it, just because it's so much easier to work if you have an actual wall, even if I only do it one thick for now. It needs to be there, I think. Yeah, that is the height. This is going to be fun. Once I do one wall, I should just be able to use a structure block and paste it along. Or actually, I just use a fill command like a sane person and fill replace air, and then just fix the air gaps myself. You know, that's what we do. So we've got from here, -160, -60, -310, and then to this might go one block too far, but who cares? We'll work it out. So slash fill, boom, boom, boom. Stone, bricks. Also, I need to do all the jigsaw blocks. Fuck. Oh, okay, so we want to go up to about here. Might have worked. It went too far. And potentially too high. Yeah, one block too high. You know what, just to avoid messing up what it looks like for me, I'm just gonna pretend that doesn't exist real quick. By that, I mean deletion. And then we want to do that for all sides. Because it's obviously the most fun thing you could be doing in this game. As we all know. So technically this is a wall. Why is there a balcony in it? What am I doing? Yeah, what? What? Oh my god. This is a wall. Not a... I'll worry about it later. Actually, no, I can't, because... As I'm doing a replace air, so... Anything going over a wall has to be completely destroyed. Okay, we've got this. It's a big ass stone wall. You know, we're all familiar with big ass stone walls at this point. Actually, the level of this is looking off. I think it needs to be one block higher. And maybe the roof one block lower. I don't know, it's just not working. Anyway. So we've got... -99, -59, -310. 2. So we got stone, bricks, replace air. Oopsie. I mean, at least I got the height right at the end. And let's fix this real quick. It's only replacing air, so it's not that bad to fix. This looks odd. Anyway, it's cool that I'm getting there. You know, I've got an actual wall, or part of a wall. And we just have to continue the fun process that is walls. Who doesn't love spending their time placing walls? Yeah, this... I think either move the roof one lower or this one higher. It'll depend on what this looks like visually though. Honestly, all in all, the height's not bad. I might just move the whole thing up by 1 block and call it a day. I also don't want too much dead space down here. I mean, I could also move the whole thing back down by 2 blocks and that would probably fix it too. Maybe I do move it back down by 1 block. I don't know. It's just tough to work out. I'll just start with moving this up. The whole thing probably needs to be destroyed anyway, which is a pain because it was annoying to build. But alright. New cowards. Right. From there to... That's correct. Oh, I did one too high, didn't I? Yep. Oh, and I also now need to... Wow, this does look worse than I thought it would. I mean... You know, I wasn't expecting it to look 10 out of 10, but... I wasn't expecting it to look this sad either. I might need to do some staircase stuff there. Also, I now need to go fix the space behind it. Yes. There we go. I think that's the side that's meant to be hidden. Yeah, this side is the one that isn't meant to be hidden. Yeah, so you've got a 4 gap there. What? I don't understand this. No, so these get pulled to the side. Then, how does the other side make sense? These need to be there. Yeah, they... Huh? How have I confused myself this spectacularly? Also, there are 3 indents there, not right. Because that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I don't understand this sometimes. You know what? Let's not touch it. Let's just do that and say it's good. Because you cannot persuade me that doesn't look better. Okay. We've got our lectern. Maybe I move it 1 closer to the front. That might be too close though, right? Like that does. Yeah, that looks a bit better, honestly. I mean, I could also look at staircases. Nah, that's just bad. Nah, this is how it's done. Okay, this whole thing's gonna have to be redone, which is a pain, but it is what it is. Two, three, four, five. Wait, hold on. Right, it's 18 tall, okay. Alright, 1 more row of pane to do. 1 more. So... Oh, well, that worked. Now we do need to go ahead and remove this little problem. And we also need to go ahead and fix another problem, which is this whole level, apparently. All needs to be moved up by 1, which has got me so excited. Because now all this has to be destroyed and redone. You know, I'm not even going to redo it till I work out. I think I'm going to try pillars everywhere. Because you obviously can't have enough pillars. So I think it might just help with a lot of the problems. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to use 2 types across the whole structure, but at the very least for this room I am. And probably should for the main hall too. And no, I don't want them to be used at all in the secret rooms. Where else would they fit? Combat rooms, maybe. I mean, I suppose that would fix issues with the diorite being used. I mean, obviously this is unavoidable now, but it could fix issues with, like, rooms where it's used for candles like that, because that would just look awful. But it's also, I want the main chisel type to be used to symbolize shit. I don't think I can use it interchangeably with other ones, so I'm just gonna have to stick with it. Huh. This room's actually getting somewhere, so... And the only other big room's the main hall, so I think that and this room will be the only ones that use both their brick types. At least for now. It's not like I can never update the structure to improve or add new rooms. I just need to decide on whether... You know, surely it's fine. It's still technical. Wait. I mean, I'll have to try it. Also for corners, I'm going to just try doing the smaller version of this. I'm absolutely improving the main hall after this. Maybe a couple other rooms if any of them look a bit subpar. I want the polish of this to be really good, because it needs a high base quality. Oh, I'm gonna need a data fixer or the whole structure's fucked. Because in Trailier tells it's polished diorite bricks, not diorite bricks. Which is confusing, because if you go tough... The tough bricks are very clearly based on polished tough. Like if we compare the three, right, if we put all three together. Right, even as far as just crafting, yeah, it's... I'll just keep their name different in this version of the game. To match tough. Well, I need to rename... Yeah, I need to rename chiseled diorite bricks to chiseled diorite, technically. Well, if I go chiseled... Oh no, there's chiseled tough and then there's chiseled tough bricks. They're two separate... I'm just going to keep the names in the Bedrock one as is, because it's easier. The Java one will have the technically correct ones. Well, that's the solution. I need to tell Zen. be onto something. Could also just be insane, but I hope it's that I'm onto something. Okay. Where was the quadrant I was working in? Yeah, okay, so that's done. So I guess the only thing to do now is to get a structure block and massacre everything and just hope I don't ruin what it looks like. But it very easily could, so I'm tempted to be a bit more careful than that. If you come in from here, you know what, let's not even touch it for now. Let's just, I mean, I've already touched it. Looking at this, I've definitely already touched it. And that looks pretty odd. You know, let's just undo it for now. Also, once human looks really cool, but of course it's one of those games where they just make it infinitely resetting and grindy and whatnot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I remember correctly, it just goes, yeah, it just goes upwards like that. And top and bottom gets the nice oak planks, which are few and far between in this structure. Good luck finding wood. Then you get 1, 2, 1, 2. And surrounding it, we need some stairs, like boom, 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 boom. This also just looks too cool. I really feel stupid for making this library so rare. I'm tempted to make it like not a starting room. Or then you really only want one big room in a structure like this. So otherwise it's just too big. This room is going to get a little bit of a glow up, I reckon. Similar to how this room already has one. Alright, so. I do have an idea regarding this. Now, it might be a little odd, at least at first, but I think it might just work if it went into the walls, rather. Oh, actually, let's just start along and then expand from there, so we don't. I hate how that can happen with the slabs. Anyway, hey, right, I needed stairs. Just to improve this a little. Honestly, that does help. Okay, and then up here we can have bookshelves like in the walls. Now, I'm not sure what more to do with the second level. I was originally planning on having it like come out, but I'm not quite sure how that would work anymore. Bar something like this. Which would be very hard to get to not look terrible from below. Although that doesn't look terrible. And I've done nothing to try to make it look good so far. So maybe... maybe that means we are a go? That looks too wide. That definitely looks too wide. One less wide would be fine. So like if we had it... yeah, like that maybe. 3 wide is fine, I would say. And I know exactly how I can do that. So we've got all these. What if I were to say... so 2 looked fine, 3 looked terrible. So what if I take that logic and apply it to this. I don't hate it. Then I could potentially put some bookshelves in the walls? Question mark. It would also give another reason for the pillars to exist, I suppose. And an actual gameplay purpose at that. I don't know how I like that sticking out. I might leave it in for now. But internally, for this to be useful, I need at least that to like put some books in. Like, it'd look so cool if I had books all around and then paths to them, wouldn't it? It really would. That might be a bit too much. Okay, we'll start with this. You know what? Well, let's try the full thing. Why not? See what it looks like from down below. See if it's acceptable. Do you even need... I mean, you could argue you don't even need railing. That's also an argument I'm happy to have. I mean, visually you don't. Really. In fact, visually no railing looks nice. Well, let's just start with the 2 wide, shall we? I mean, railing makes more sense than none. Yeah, let's go back to an image of the Stronghold Library. How do they do railing there? Alright, their railing is done properly. Okay, we want our railing to be done properly. So it's either railing or nothing. Like, there just has to be railing. Very simple, I suppose. So that's reminding you that this is in fact a library, but at the same time it kind of looks mid. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. Let's just start with... Oh, fuck. I mean, I do want the second floor to actually exist. I'm just not sure by how much quite yet. And it should come outward so it's actually connected with a room and not just some random side path. This might end up being the compromise, where it comes out just a little. Oh, and obviously this needs to be fixed. And I don't think I'd be doing it on every row either, that would just be excessive, but like in a couple of spots I do it. I think that's how we do it, yeah. Oops, wrong spot. Oh, I think I was thinking of having one come out there, but that would... You know, let's just do the 4, and then we go back and see if I want to do that too. And I haven't even put the books in the walls yet, either. Or worked out if I want both sides connected. Well, you know what? That's probably it for now. Made a lot of progress, and this is beginning to look really cool. Probably going to keep working on it a bit more, and I will be back with another one. Probably in about a week. Or in the next week, I should say. Not in a week. Within the next 7 days. See ya.